Hello Generals! Welcome to episode 8 of the Romania series. We are on day 21 of the game, and as we prepare for the invasion of Northern Africa, we have to study carefully our enemies. Since it is day 21, our enemies had plenty of time, first of all to organize their defenses, and secondly to make their economies stronger. So for this reason, we have to be extremely careful on examining what they have and guess, if we cannot find out, the units they are going to be producing. As you can see, Namibia is my number one target now because he has been active and he has the fourth largest economy in the game so far. If he has produced a lot of naval units, I will be in trouble because I cannot have any naval units, if you remember, with this challenge. And since I cannot have either artillery nor any tanks or armored vehicles, I have to rely solely on my gunships and my heavy bombers. For this reason, I decided to upgrade my UAVs. My UAVs, I want them to become stealth as soon as this technology is available, in order for me to have real-time information and intel about the movements of my enemies' units and the composition of their armies. Also, we have to check who their allies are. And as you can see, they have a coalition, an African coalition, so you never know who's gonna become active or not if you start attacking one of his allies. Before we move on, please remember to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our new videos, and if you hit that like button, it would be much appreciated. Thank you so much for your support so far. And Operation Camel Toe has started, and it starts with a visit of the heavy bomber wing to Sirte, the Libyan city. Since I cannot have the units I mentioned before, I'm using my heavy bombers because he has a recon vehicle defending that city, and if I attack it with my motorized infantry, it will get probably killed. I might lose 1 or 2 units before I kill it. If I use my gunships, they will get damaged, and we don't want to suffer any losses at this stage, so I'm using the heavy bombers that sustain no damage from recon vehicles whatsoever. And as Operation Camel Toe is progressing, let's take a quick look around other parts of the world. Our allies have started the offensive against Afghanistan, and they are preparing to invade the Pacific, let's say, region. And our ally, the UK, is expanding in the US, not many forces there, and Argentina is expanding slowly but steadily into Brazil and South America, and he's upgrading his buildings, so he's going to be a difficult opponent, as we can see from what he builds in his cities. He's preparing. Back to Africa now, and we can see that Libya has one recon vehicle at least in each of his coastal cities, which is not something nice and good for us, because it will take more time for us to destroy these units, and we have to use our heavy bombers. And I decided now to create a second wing of the heavy bombers in order to expedite my campaign into Africa already. And since this is a strategy game, I've started thinking ahead. By thinking ahead, I mean where I should construct airports in order to attack Chad and expand into more into the central parts of Africa. This is strategy. Always think a few steps ahead, like chess. And since the unit defending Sirte is destroyed, our entry point into Africa will be Sirte, and we start our expansion from there. Moving forward a bit, we have expanded to other provinces of Libya, and we have taken some more cities, and we are expanding now, and we're on a race against time in order to manage to capture that province to the south of Libya, where the pointer is, the final waypoint of my unit is, because I want to construct an airport there to attack Chad. Talking about Chad and moving forward a bit, we find out that he has very good defenses in his cities, and he produced SAMs, and by producing SAMs, that means that I cannot attack with my bombers. I will lose, I will suffer losses, and it is what I suspected, and this is another of these strange players that they play the game but they do not expand, they just build defenses. Fair enough, we have to find a way to overcome this, and this is part of the challenge in this game. So at this stage I'm really happy for two things. First of all, for the UAVs I researched, and you know, the let's say goal I've set to have the stealth UAVs, and secondly for researching the missiles, because this time, and with defenses like this, I will have to use ballistic missiles and not cruise missiles, because they will get destroyed, especially if he upgrades his SAMs by his SAMs, and I will have to use an insane amount of cruise missiles to destroy his defenses. In the meantime, Namibia is expanding, and I start studying what he's up to as well. He does not seem that strong as Chad. Chad was a surprise because he made defenses which for my challenge they are going to be hard to break. Moving forward a bit, I started my offensive against Egypt because I want to control the Suez Canal, both sides of it, because my allies don't seem to be very active on that thing, although I told them that the Suez Canal is really important for our defenses. Anyway, I'm gonna do it myself, so I send my bombers there to clear the way and expand there as well to control those territories as I'm preparing for Chad. Chad is going to be the biggest challenge now, and not Namibia from the looks of it. So we start constructing our airfield at the province that we mentioned before, and we are preparing to invade probably Chad. We'll see how it goes with Egypt as well, because now we expect the unexpected in this game, as we have changed our plans like 3-4 times so far. So moving forward a bit, we have captured most of the Egyptian cities, and now we're about to declare war against Saudi Arabia. Let's talk a bit about diplomacy now. Spain did not show any signs of activity for quite a few days now in the game, so I decided to kick him out and leave a slot free. That free slot will be a bargaining chip against our potential enemies. That might be Chad, Namibia or Argentina later on. We'll see how we're gonna use it in the next episodes. And we talked before about surprises, and there is a big surprise that the US has conquered London, has captured London. So I have to rush there and defend my ally the UK, which I'm about to do, and eliminate him. But this is all we have time for this episode. Please remember to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our new videos, and if you hit that like button it would be much appreciated, and I will catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.